Today I'd like to talk about personal intelligent vehicles, the data research result of our laboratory. And there is a very hot topic on self-driving cars. Of course, you know that this kind of research, ちょっと待って。This kind of research has some similarities with self-driving car, but there are some different points. For example, we also have to design the body of vehicles, because the personal intelligent vehicle doesn't have a certain shape or functionality of hardware, like this. So this one, can you see? 見えない。これ This one. This is very, very unique, you know, that also there are some bicycles and bikes and some small vehicles have different shapes, body. So this research also includes that how to design the body or hardware of vehicle and device. First of all, I'd like to mention that the recent topic on small mobility is called personal mobility. That this word term was proposed by Toyota Motors Company. いつだったか忘れた。But our research began before the Toyota proposed this kind of term. Anyway, this new category, personal transportation, this can augment the human body functions. And it is not only for disabled or elderly people. I think this is a kind of niche technology of automobiles. There are many automobiles invented, but this kind of small category and also the smart, intelligent category is, I think, a new niche. Of course, that self-driving car has a similar function, that autonomous driving and obstacle avoiding, and also, but this kind of topic is very niche. And I think there are lots of opportunities. Lots of opportunities are involved in this field. So this kind is, that segue. And this one, this is very useful indoor. Do you know this kind of device? This winglet produced by Toyota. This is ours. We named this kind of vehicle personal intelligent vehicles. There are terms intelligent vehicle, but the name for the self-driving cars and intelligent cars. But we developed a new technology, new device vehicles, and I called it personal intelligent vehicle. We have been developing a new electric device, electric vehicles that has sensing device and smart technology. This kind of. これね。よくわかんないですね。This vehicle has several functions. Automatic automatic driving to destination that driver specified. Specified by pointing and some other kind of gestures. And also, it has a function to avoid some moving obstacles, like people walking around the vehicle. And also, we are developing a new kind of user interface, like gesture, hand gesture. So, first topic of this research is sensing technology plus Jamaica and mobility technology. Then we can develop a user-friendly mobility. First one is a gesture user interface. The second one is an indoor 3D map. First of all, as I mentioned, the user has a new technology to interact with the vehicle. So in this case, hand shape and motion. Hand shape, I mean that rock and paper, rock, scissors, paper. Janken in Japanese. So hand shape recognized by depth sensor. And translation, rotation, change, rock and paper. The direction is decided by hand position movement. So I want to go straight, then move this, this direction. And I want to move the left, then move this kind of direction. Also, automatic driving is linked with kind of hand gesture, like pointing. As I will show you that, demonstration of finger pointing and movement later. これはですね、すみません。Sorry, this is in Japanese. This is, introduced on TV.
ちょっと手開いていただきます。で、また握っていただきます。
なんとハンドルがないんです。センサーが手の動きを認識し、その動きに応じて前や後ろに走行。さらに車体には別のセンサーがついていて、障害物が接近するとそれを避けるように走るんです。体が不自由な人のことも考え開発されたと言います。この他
また自動車以外にも
こちらの乗り物、ハンドルがなく手を動かすだけで前後左右に
He's saying that there are no handles, manipulator in this vehicle.
センサーが搭乗者の手の動きや周りの障害物を感知し自動的に動くもの。将来、高齢者や被害者の移動を支援するロボットとして期待されています。お、動いた。名古屋大学が開発したのは、
She was very surprised when it moved quickly.
前にかざした手の形や動きを変えることで進む方向を指示します。特殊なタイヤで全ての方向に動くことができます。
That foil is very special.
周囲の環境をセンサーで認識。
This is a laser range finder, so, calculate the distance from the obstacles.
苦手な車庫入れも手放しでできます。
でもっと進んだ話この先になるんですけど、行き先をだけ教えてやると、勝手にそのカーダミみたいなもんですけど、その最短経路を決めて、そこに自動的に
動かない
ということができます。しかもここの車は安全に。それが一番だ。
And then move to next topic. Indoor 3D map. あれ social in the 3D map is automatically generated by a sensor logs or mobile robots. Recently, that this kind of topic is very hot. That many sensors, depth sensor, and stereo camera and so on are used to create a three-dimensional map. But this is very early work. So we used the very old technology in that case. So for example, the Microsoft Kinect sensor, like this kind. This is developed by Microsoft. This is the first commercial use depth sensor. And colored point cloud are generated by using this sensor. And also we use the laser rangefinder as usual. And it creates for a 2D map. And the depth sensor and 2D map integrated automatically. What? So I'd like to show you a movie that generating the three-dimensional map automatically by using this kind of small robot. Like Roomba. Roomba is a cleaning robot. So it's a educational version of Roomba. So we can install any function into Roomba. So automatically moving around the room and then create this kind of three-dimensional map. Do you know this kind of building? This building, the IB North, there, the first floor. わかる? And then generate the surface, floor and wall, and then add some texture. Texture was captured by digital camera. And this is the walkthrough version. So yeah, very noisy, not so clean, But this is what's generated automatically. And then, so next topic is sensing technology and mobility technology, then create safe mobility. The first topic is safe manual driving. Manual, I mean that manual using the user control the vehicle, but machine support the human control to make vehicle more safer. And then the second topic is safe automatic driving, like self-driving cars. But in this case, this vehicle works in indoor, inside the building. So the problem is more complicated than the self-driving cars. The fourth one is assisted driving. The machine, the vehicle automatically avoid the obstacle in the way of direction, user specified direction. First, user specified the direction to go. Then, sensor captures some obstacles, around there. Then it automatically avoid. But driver have to decide which direction they want to go. So that is manually decided. Then machine support to avoid obstacle automatically. For example, in this case, there are some obstacles around the vehicle, and the user want to go straight. That direction can be specified by a joystick, like game control. So that tilt the forward, the lever of joystick. Then vehicle decide to go to forward, go straight. But there are some obstacles around the vehicle. Then the vehicle automatically change the direction to just left than the user specified direction. This angle is calculated automatically, and then move there. Then user want to continue to go straight, but the machine, the vehicle automatically adjusts the way that so first intention of user want to go to straight, and next target is here. But first go left, and then the machine want to go back to the lane or the first decided direction, then move to here. Okay. So if user want to go straight in this area, in narrow space, but there are some obstacles, then the machine automatically adjusts to move just slightly right, and then go back to this line. We tested, evaluated how good that this kind of assisted driving by comparison with using the system that assisted version and non-assisted version. The first one is non-assisted version. This case, the user rapidly change the direction by using joystick, but very slow, very carefully moving. They sometimes crash to, collision with wall and other obstacles. This is trajectory of the moving joystick. So the y-axis represents the angles. So and the x-axis represents the time. So that that time changing, then user quickly, rapidly change the direction and angles. So I think it's difficult to control, but with assistance, this case. This case, moving very smoothly and no crash. But the user want to go straight. automatically move. This case, the changing angle of joystick is like this. So the first user want to go left and go straight and go right and straight and like this. So this is changing very roughly. So compared with this case, user control very changing the tilt of joystick very rapidly, but this case will moving very smoothly. So this is a change. This is a difference. So we can conclude that this kind of assisted driving is very useful. So, for example, the user, for example, elderly people cannot move joystick very quickly, but this case very safe. This is also introduced on TV. Very sorry that this also in Japanese.
未来をイメージして制作した自動車が勢ぞろいしました。続いては未来の車技術、こちらをご覧ください。自動で壁を
The girl is a member of SKE.
超音波センサーが障害物を感知し、自動で障害物を避けちゃうんです。
You know SKE.
これを自動車に応用すると自動運転することができるかもしれないんですよ。この技術が進むによってどんな車の未来が待っているんですか？
行きたいところ言うだけで、あと自動的に連れてくる、そういう未来を目指しています。
Okay. So I want to explain the process of indoor self-driving. I think most of you know about the self-driving cars. So that technology is very similar in this case. First, the mobile robot creates environmental maps by traveling on a building. This is a trajectory of the mobile robot inside building, but very noisy, So we have to adjust and filter and cleaning the data like this. This case, using the trajectory and also sensor data and using technology called particle filters, then create a more accurate map, two-dimensional map. This is also used in the technology of self-driving cars. And then the vehicle estimates the current position, by using localization technology, mapping technology. Then the vehicle knows current position according to the map. Rotation moving is very noisy, but translation is very accurate. And then there are map, and also the vehicle has a function of localization. Then, the vehicle decides a route from current position to destination, like this. And this route can be generated by using kind of mesh graph structure that is also generated automatically. So using that some technique like Dijkstra method, then create the most suitable route according to the map. The other topic is moving obstacle avoidance. So inside the building, many people walking around the vehicle. So the vehicle should avoid to collide people. So using the laser rangefinder, this is the sensor data laser rangefinder. That this is the vehicle and this is moving obstacles. Then avoid to decide the direction that collision probability is very low. So also I'll show you movie. So as I mentioned that we also designed the body of vehicle. So this is have omnidirectional movement function. So the sidewalk and then go straight. And they are moving people, walking people in front of the vehicle. The vehicle also, automatically, avoid the collision. To moving quickly the side. But this case, this static obstacle, it's very carefully avoid that kind of thing, because some static object suddenly move, so we have to watch such object. This is moving automatically. Sidewalk. And moving people, the vehicle can avoid moving people crossing, from any direction. She's smiling. Anyway, there are critical issues of self-driving. It's difficult to recognize moving obstacle from, crossing from the, blind spot, dead area. So we have to care about this kind of issue. So we call this kind of area a cautious area, because there are many, so dead blind spot is very dangerous for any vehicles. So first create a route to the destination, and then calculate where is the cautious area. If they are moving inside cautious area, then the vehicle should more carefully about environment. And next topic is self-driving by cooperation with a mobile robot. So only single vehicle alone cannot detect and cannot perfectly avoid something crossing from the dead blind spot. So we need another kind of device. In this case, mobile robot. Mobile robot moving forward the vehicle, So then the moving mobile robot surveys around the cautious area and send the information to the vehicle. then vehicle can move more safely. First, the vehicle decides the route and then transmit that route to the mobile robot. Then the robot search for caution area on the route, like this. So this is the target and this is the destination. And there are two cautious areas on the route. The cautious areas are decided by calculating the sensor area difference. So the moving object, the vehicle moving, then the sensing area rapidly changes near the cautious area. So then by using this kind of technology, then it is easy to find any cautious area on the route, like this. Then the robot moved to the area that cautious areas in advance and surveyed. So if the moving people, walking people are there around the cautious area, then the vehicle wait that people are going away. Then the mobile robot decide that now there are no people there, then safe, and go. The vehicle goes and lead there, like this. This is mobile robot, and this is vehicle, and the people walking in cautious area. That sensor vehicle cannot detect this person, but the robot can detect the person is walking. So they send data to the vehicle. So by using this kind of cooperation, that automatic driving can be safer than the moving alone. This is a video showing the cooperation of vehicle and mobile robot. So mobile robot moving in advance the route, and there are obstacles here. Then the moving mobile robot go back to the route, and vehicles stop, and then the mobile robot search another route to the destination. Destination is the same, but the route, there are several routes reach to the destination. Then find the second best here. But there are cautious area here. So then mobile robot stopped and searching the obstacles. If something moving around, crossing to the cautious area, then mobile robot stopped, and then vehicle also stopped. Then going pass through, then robot continue to move, and also surveying cautious area and transmit the data to the vehicle, and so on. We also developed another type of personal intelligent vehicle. This is a more simpler version. No omnidirectional wheel, but this is more compact than the before version, previous version. But there are several sensors, like this kind of depth sensor. This is used for recognize the driver's body movement, and also laser rangefinder, and also interact with the indoor 3D map, as I mentioned before. Oh. Please look at this video. Subtitle also in Japanese, sorry. So pointing, then going gesture. This is a trigger to move. The situation, this is in a supermarket, and the user want to buy something, but don't want to walk. There are robots that is a shop robot that can calculate the price and automatically charge, like Amazon Go. Do you know Amazon Go? The automatic supermarket. Sometimes the robot talk, speaks. イエモン茶 tea. He's pointing the board. Board indicate that which area the product around there. The cart robot going following the vehicle. Okay. こんなもん。So this is the automatic supermarket. Okay. はい、以上。So this is the result of this research. As I mentioned, that there are personal intelligent vehicle. It's a fundamental technology of advanced personal mobility, and it's capable. It has a function of gesture user interface. This is a new user interface of self-driving vehicle, and indoor 3D map. It's a visual guide for indoor navigation. And I also mentioned that assisted driving, that some part done by manually, user decide the direction, but the machine assists to make moving safely. And safe driving by cooperation with mobile robots. There are some other challenges in this field. More practical solution of self-driving and world-first intelligent personal mobility. We want to create and moving around Tokyo Station and not collide with moving people. それは相当難しい。It's very difficult, but we want to try and overcome that problem. And also that we are searching for that the integration technology with drone, this kind of surveillance. So surveillance by air is very useful. Also inside building. So we are trying to create the technology, like a mobile robot communication with vehicle, a drone and the vehicle communication. That's it. Thank you very much.